Welcome to Snowflake Update channel. Today I'll be talking about dashboard share options from the Snowsight. For that I have taken an example of one dashboard, warehouse utilization. So this is with this dashboard I'll be explaining the share options over here. And I have created three users in the Snowflake with the different role accesses. The first user, the interior S, is having the account admin role, and the second user is having the highest role as the security admin and the sysadmin, and the third user is having the read role, which is just having the select accesses on all the tables from all the databases. And coming to the dashboard sections, the warehouse utilization. So this is the dashboard which is created as a sample dashboard where it is capturing the credits used by each warehouses per month, and the another tile which explains about the top 5 large tables from the COVID data share which is extracted from the Snowflake marketplace. Here the top 5 tables in terms of the highest rows count and the bytes. And coming to the feature which I will be explaining today, which is the share options. So here before going to this option, so let me just give a bit overview on this dashboard. The dashboards are mainly used for monitoring the activities in the Snowflake, and these dashboards are created at the user level, and the users can share this dashboard with the other users, and these are not associated with any of the roles. However, the dashboard has to run through one of the role and the warehouses, which is normally will run the other worksheet SQL queries as well. As you can see in this dashboard is created with a read role, which is custom role. However, we will see when this dashboard is created with a higher role and how it will behave when we will share this dashboard with the other users from the same account. Whether we would be able to see the dashboard tiles or the result or not, or do we get any errors when we will share this dashboard with the other users. So here I have created two users, user 2 and user 3, which is interior 2 and interior 3, who are not having the account admin role with them. So first we will share this dashboard with the interior 2 user. So here you can see the warning as interior 2 will be able to view the query text because they don't have account admin. So it is showing a warning that the user 2 is not having the account admin role, so he won't be having some permission to execute the dashboard. So here you can see that these are the three grants which can be given to the user to operate on the dashboard. So the first goes with the edit role, which is almost same as the owner role, who is having which can be used to reshare the dashboard with another user. Also the underlying query can be edited, and next goes the view+run, where the user can view the charts as well he can run the dashboard with to get the updated data. The last one is the view result. With this, the user can only be able to view the result when the owner executed the dashboard. So first we will go with the view result, which is the lowest access which can be given to the user. Here I have given the view result as an option to the interior 2, which is the user 2. So now I will be going to the user 2. I will be refreshing this one. And then go to share with me. Here warehouse utilization. As I told, I have given the view result grant to the user 2, which is interior 2, as you can see over here. Here it is showing the warning that account admin required to view the result. However, we are able to view the result because the underlying object for the tiles created for these account usage, Snowflake account usage, for this database and for this schema, this user is having the access. The interior 2 is having the imported privileges on the underlying objects. The same goes with this. That's why this interior 2 user is able to see the result even though he doesn't have access to the account admin role. However, you don't see the run the run option over here, as I have given only the view result option. So this user won't be able to run this dashboard. However, he can duplicate this dashboard with the role which he is having. So here I will be selecting the sysadmin role and selecting the one warehouse for that. So here it is showing the duplicate and run. So which will create a duplicate of the shared dashboard with which the user 2 interior 2 would be able to run the dashboard. What are the changes will happen when we will duplicate the dashboard? So that you would be able to see when you will click on this share option. Here you could observe that interior 2 become the owner of this dashboard, not the interior who is the user 1. Means the link between the shared the owner dashboard which is from the user 1 to this user 2 is being broken. So whenever the user 1 get updated any of the dashboard, that won't get reflected over here, as for this dashboard the owner is interior 2, as it is a duplicated and the delinked one. However, it will get updated in the originally shared dashboard in the user 2, but he won't be able to run it. Also, if any of the databases or any of the object through which the chart has been created, for which the user 2 doesn't have access, that tile won't be visible. That tile will become blank for the user 2. That's why it is ideally and good practice to create the dashboard with a lower role. So now I will be switching to read role, for which the user 2 is having the access, or user 2 is also having the read role with him. I will be running the dashboard now. And I will be refreshing this one for the user 2. Now we can see that for the user 2, which is interior 2, for which the dashboard has been updated with the read role. Here we can see that read role is granted for the interior 2 as well. And if you go to the share option, so here you don't see any error or the warning showing over here. And also, as I have given only the view result to the interior 2, which is the user 2, he won't be able to add any of the user to this shared dashboard. He won't be able to give grant to any other user as well. It is just kind of a read role or the read grant. Also, this view result is having a dependency on the execution of the owner. Here we could see that this is the owner of the dashboard, which is the user 1, for which the dashboard is updated 1 minute ago. And if I just refresh this one, it is showing that updated 1 minute ago. Now if I go to user 1, where the original dashboard is present, and run the dashboard, it is showing updated just now. If I go to user 2, interior 2, and refresh this URL, now it is showing updated just now. Here I mean to say that the execution of the dashboard is depend on the user 1 or the owner of the dashboard, when the consumer of this dashboard is having only the view result access. Okay, now we will go to the other grant, which is view+run. So it is kind of read and execute grant. So I will be giving this view+run to interior 2. Now I will be going to the user 2, interior 2, and refreshing this URL. Now here you can see that run option has been enabled. So with which user 2 doesn't have dependency on the user 1's execution. He can update he can get the latest data by his own. He don't need to depend on the execution of the user 1. So now I will be running this dashboard in the user 2. Here it is showing that updated just now. Here whatever the execution will be done in the user 2, so that where we will get the updated data. So this execution will be, with this execution, user 1 also will get updated with the latest data. Here I mean to say that either user 1 or user 2 execute the run command, that time both the user will get the latest data from the dashboard. So this view+run grant is interdependent with the user execution. Also you can observe that as we are given the accesses as view+run, here user 2 won't be able to replicate or delete the dashboard. It is just read and execute grant. However, we can delete the copy of the dashboard or duplicated the dashboard from the user 2. So I'll be going to the copy which has been taken in the previous scenario. Here this is how we can delete the dashboard. Here it is showing duplicate the dashboard or delete the dashboard, for which you can see that the owner is interior 2. Here I can delete the dashboard. And now we will discuss about the edit grant from the owner of the dashboard, which is user 1 interior. So here I will be taking an example of interior 2 only, and I will be granting the edit access to the interior 2 from view+run. So here I have changed to edit access or edit grant to user interior 2, and I will be running this dashboard just to get the updated data, and I will be refreshing the user 2, where I now came to interior 2 user. So how do I confirm that whether the user 2 got the edit access? So here I can go to the share option, and here I can see that edit grant to the interior 2, where I logged in with the interior 2. So with this edit access, the interior 2 user can change the role of the dashboard, and also he can change the warehouses for the dashboard, as well as he can add another user to the dashboard as well with the proper grants. So here you can see with the edit access which the user 2 is having, he can grant the same access to the other user as well. Edit access he can grant view+run and view result as well. So here I will be giving the view run grants to the interior 3 from the interior 2 user logged in. Now I will be going to the user 3, which is interior 3. Currently he doesn't have dashboard. I will be just refreshing this URL. In the shared with me section, we can see that warehouse utilization dashboard came, and here we can see that this has been disabled because this user is having only the view and run grant, so with which he can run the dashboard to get the data. Also he can change the filter as well to his requirement, but he won't be able to duplicate this dashboard. Also he won't be able to delete this dashboard. And to discuss more on the edit access, here with the edit access, as I told, he can add another user. Also he can delete the accesses from the other user as well. Now I will be removing the dashboard accesses from the interior 3 itself, as I have deleted now. Also he won't be able to delete the interior yes who is the owner of the dashboard, but he would be able to delete the dashboard, by which the owner of the dashboard will also won't be able to see the dashboard. It means that it is almost or it is same as the owner role accesses which will be given to the via this edit accesses, but he won't be able to delete the owner, but he would be able to delete the dashboard, by which the owner of the dashboard, which is interior, won't be able to see the dashboard. That we will see now. So here I am with the user 2, which is interior 2 logged in. Here I am getting an option to delete the dashboard. If I just delete this one, this dashboard will be deleted from the user 1 as well. I have taken a copy as it will delete the original itself. So here you can see that the dashboard is not visible to user 2 as well as user 3 as it is deleted. Also it won't be available for the user 1 as well. So this is the another dashboard which I have in a copy. And now we will see the last option, that is people with the link to the dashboard. So before that I cleaned up all the grants which given to the other users, which is user 2 and user 3, that we can confirm through this dashboard, where we deleted the original dashboard itself. For that I have taken a backup with the name as warehouse utilization custom, which is not shared with any of the user, that we can confirm here as well by refreshing this URL for the user 2 as well as user 3. Here there is no dashboard, here as well there is no dashboard. As the previous dashboard is been removed through the user 2 who is having the edit access. So now we'll talk about the people with link. So here it comes with a 3 option: view run, view result and cannot view. So to generate the link, we should give either view+run or the view result. So we know that when we will give the view result, the user would be only able to see the updated result what the owner has executed from the dashboard. With the view+run, the user would be able to execute the dashboard tiles so that he will get the updated data. So first, to generate the link, I will be giving with the view result option or the view result grant. So with this, it will enable the option of the get link. So when you click on this, so it will automatically generate the link and copy into the clipboard. So that I will be taking into another browser. Here it is asking me to log in. So here I will be logging with the user 2, which is interior 2, who doesn't have, like, we didn't externally add the username to the share, but we generated the link and I'm logging in with the user 2. Here you could see that, as you can see, the user 1, this dashboard is created with the account admin role and with the DBA warehouse, but the user 2, we know that the user 2 doesn't have the account admin role. So because of that, it is showing that account admin is required to view the result. So this is what the error or the thing we will get when we don't have the role which is defined in the original dashboard shared by the owner. That's why it is advisable to create the dashboard with a lower role. So when I change the dashboard in the user 1 with the read role and execute it, it is showing that no active warehouse has been selected for the current session. So I just selected the warehouse. I will be running it for one time. Now it should be able to fetch the chart. Now we can now we are seeing the charts which is generated with the lower row with the compute warehouse. So if I just go to the user 2, here only it is like, here we haven't externally added the user to the dashboard, that's why it is not showing over here. But when we will access this dashboard for a time, it will come in the recent list of the dashboard. So that I opened in the Microsoft Edge in the another browser. I will just refresh this page. So now we are able to see the dashboard with the read role and the compute warehouse where it is not throwing any error. So we could just confirm that this user is nothing but interior to user. However, you can see that this user is not able to see the dashboard in the dashboard section. So where it will show shared with me, recent and my dashboard section. However, we could able to see the dashboard through the URL which is generated. So I'll go to the user 1. Owner is where the owner dashboard is there. So here just to explain on this view+run, it is same as here we will be giving the read plus execute access. So I'll be just giving view+run people with any link. Here I'll just sign out from this interior 2 just to confirm that whether other user which is interior 3 would be able to access this URL or not, as he is having the read role as well. So here I would need to get the link. Here I logged in as a user interior 3, so it will take a cache. And it will log in with the interior 3. So here we could see that interior 3 is having the highest role or the top role as a read role. In the dashboard section, he or she is not able to see the dashboard, but with the URL where the interior 3 is logged in, he would be able to see the dashboard. And he won't be able to add any of the user. Here he is just using the this user is just using the view+run grant. So this option will be helpful when we want to share the dashboard across many users, where we don't want to manually add the number of users, where the access is limited to view+run to the highest. So that time we can go with the people with link option. So to disable this people with any link option, we need to choose cannot view. So with which none of the users who were previously accessing the dashboard through the URL, so that URL will be disabled.